This is Hannibal from thehannibaltv.com. There was a snowstorm outside, but the action was hot and heavy inside for this charity Great North Wrestling event live from Hawkesbury.
GNW, Green Phantom, this is a message directly from my heart to your minds. I'm gonna hurt you, Green Phantom. I'm gonna hurt you in front of all those families, all the little kids. I'm gonna make an example of you. And when you exit and you're taking off your gear in the back, you're gonna be reflecting on what I just did to you, and you're gonna be reflecting on the state of your career. Let me save you some time. It's over. End the story. Wrap it up. Wrap it up, Green Phantom. We're tired. I'm tired.
How you doing, Great North Wrestling fans? Green Phantom here. It took me forever to get here in the snowstorm to holy hell nowhere, Hawkesbury. But I came here for a reason, and that is to kick Iseah Bronson's ass. I hear he's been talking a lot of trash. You're a nobody, punk. I'm the Green Phantom. Hardcore justice is coming your way. Get with the green. Great North Wrestling, baby!
The action is getting underway here. As I said, there was a severe snowstorm outside on this night. The president of Great North Wrestling, Michael Andrews, could not make it here to Hawkesbury due to road closures, and neither could Commissioner John Maloney, who is from Smith Falls, and there was closures going on this night. But the crowd still came out to La Sommett High School for this show that was partly a fundraiser for the Hospital of Hawkesbury, as we see some of the fans getting unruly right away here against Iseah Bronson, who's taking on Great North Wrestling veteran, the Green Phantom. Green Phantom is very well known in Quebec. He's wrestled the Necro Butcher, he's wrestled Sabu, many wrestlers over the years. He's been in the ring with RVD. As we see him going to the outside now, he's going to bring Bronson in the hard way, but no, looks like it's going to be a DDT on the stairs. I do not believe that is legal, but the referee appears like he's going to allow it. Phantom breaking the count here. He's going to make sure this is not a successful debut for Bronson here. Great North Wrestling, August the 10th in Petawawa, Ontario, in the Ottawa Valley. The action is going to be amazing. I'm going to be wrestling the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith Jr. and Teddy Hart in a three-way match in the main event. Also on the card, Wes Briscoe, as well as many others. Lady Yasmine's going to be there. These two do not like each other. Tickets for the Great North Wrestling show in Petawawa are on sale now at ticketweb.ca. More information at thehannibaltv.com. We're also going to be in Ottawa, October the 20th. Haku is going to be there. Finally, I'm going to get a chance to get in the ring with Haku, and Davey Boy Smith Jr. is also going to be on that card. Special 3 p.m. start for that October 20th show in Ottawa, as we see a kick right to the face of the Green Phantom. He may have busted his nose on that one, but we can't see because of the mask. Bronson measuring him now with a big clothesline to the corner. He wants to make a name for himself in Great North Wrestling. That knee was certainly impressive. Another big knee right there brings a big guy down from parts unknown. We see a super kick to the face now as Phantom. This could be over here, but the Phantom manages to kick out. Jessika Black is going to challenge Lady Yasmine for the Women's Championship of Canada later tonight. On this card, you're going to see a kickboxing match between me and the 6'6", 305-pound Black Dragon, Jeremy Prophet, and Nathan Banner for the Hannibal TV heavyweight title. Mathis Myre is going to be in action against Excalibur. And Harley Davidson will be in action against Steve McDaniel. McDaniel will be facing Rene Dupree, two-time WWE Tag Team Champion, in Petawawa on August the 10th. That will be quite a task for McDaniel, as Rene is in top shape right now. So we see a Harley race styled knee to the face of the Phantom there. Now another one to the temple. I'm sure if we could see underneath that mask, it would not be very pretty right now. A lot of blows right to the nose area. Bronson seems to be using a lot of knees. Not sure how long he's been wrestling for. So we see a backbreaker here to Phantom. He's a tall guy. He can probably fill out a little bit more, but he's got a lot of aggression in him. Picks him up again. This could be a sidewalk slam. Breaks his back right across the knee. It's another backbreaker. He's really going to work on the back of the Green Phantom in this match so far. Now a couple very weak-looking slaps to the face. If you're going to slap someone, give him a slap. That's my opinion. Otherwise, you're just going to piss them off and not do any damage. Phantom misses a clothesline, and Bronson whips him in the back with a forearm to the lower back. Back body drop here, possibly. No, a variation of a back body drop. Both men seem to be getting tired at this point, but the Green Phantom is not going to give up that easily. Bronson complaining of a slow count. He needs to stay on Phantom if he wants to beat him. Phantom does have the size advantage. He has an experience advantage. Again, with these weak-looking slaps, I'm not really sure the purpose of those. If you want to beat a man, you got to hit him hard. Going for a punch there, but he wasted too much time. Phantom chops him. This looks like it's going to be a pump handle slam now on Iseah Bronson, who seems to be in a lot of trouble now down on the mat. Elbow drop now to Bronson from the Phantom. The crowd is loving this. But we see he's going to the top. Green Phantom making his way to the top. He's rallying the crowd. Don't waste too much time trying to get the crowd behind you. He falls there. Didn't quite get a groin shot or anything, but it was enough to stop him. It looks like this is going to be a power slam now. Power slam to the Green Phantom. There wasn't a lot of power behind that, though. Now he's picking him up again. He didn't go for the pin off the power slam, which is strange. Version of a suplex now to the Green Phantom. He doesn't have the head hooked. He just had the leg hooked. Now the Green Phantom is firing up. You got to stay on a guy when he's firing up like that. You're letting him recover. You need to stay on him if you are Bronson right now. The Phantom is pumping up right now. Hit to the back has no effect. He's rallying behind the crowd. This reminds me of Hulk Hogan a little bit as he throws Bronson off the ropes. Boot to the chest. The crowd's really getting behind Phantom now. Picking Bronson back up. Going now, I believe this might be his finishing maneuver. Yes, this is the Green Phantom's finishing maneuver. This is probably going to be all she wrote. Green Phantom ruins the debut of Iseah Bronson in the first match here on Great North Wrestling.
So, tonight it's Max Testosterone. What are you saying, Bruiser?
Max, tonight it's an ODQ. You know what that means? It's you against Gary and me. We're going to take the title, Canadian title, and beat that belt over your head.
Does that mean I get to be involved and I can't be disqualified?
Oh yeah, it's going to be good. And we're looking pretty, because pound for pound, I'm bigger than you, pound for pound I'm stronger, and we're both prettier. And you saw it on the YouTube. So be prepared to get beat up in the ring. And we don't care if we win or lose, we just want to hurt you.
It's going to be pretty.
Bruiser, you asked for a new DQ match.
You know what? You can bring your manager. You can bring weapons. I don't care, because tonight I will unleash the beast!
Big words from the Bruiser there. Pound per pound, he's bigger than Maximum Testosterone. I don't know what he's looking at when he looks in the mirror, but Maximum Testosterone is about 300 pounds or more. Bruiser is probably about between 240, 250, maybe 255 at the most. Clearly the smaller man, but this is a huge opportunity here to take the Great North Wrestling Canadian title, a title held by such wrestlers as myself, Pierre-Carl Ouellette, Jeremy Prophet, Wes Briscoe, Rene Dupree, and now Maximum Testosterone, who has a WWE tryout this same week as the Great North Wrestling event in Petawawa, as Pretty Boy Gary just nails Max Testosterone from behind. Double team action here, but as they stated in the pre-match speech, there is no DQ as the kendo stick now by Pretty Boy Gary. Both of these men working away on Max. All three of these men will be appearing in Petawawa at the Great North Wrestling event August 10th, as well as the October Great North Wrestling event in Ottawa. Now this would appear unfair, but Max agreed to this. He's been defending this Canadian championship all over Quebec and other promotions. He's even defended it WrestleMania weekend on an event in the New York City area. But Bruiser is no slouch. He has a very impressive win-loss record. He's been wrestling since the early 90s. He's known as a daredevil, as we see a bit of a dance there by Pretty Boy Gary, who dances right into an elbow. Now the big 300-pounder's on the top. Big body block now. Sends the Bruiser crashing to the mat. This could be it. 3, that's it. Maximum Testosterone retains the Canadian Heavyweight Championship. He will defend that title in Petawawa.
When Hannibal approached me, he asked, you know what, forget about Hannibal. Hannibal's the wrestler. When Devon approached me, he asked me if I would like to do a kickboxing match with him. At first, I was a little taken aback because he's a wrestler. But then I decided, okay, if he wants to see these hands, if he wants to get punched in the face over and over again, I'll oblige him. Devon's a great guy, but sorry, bud, this isn't your arena. You're a wrestler. You want to strike with me? I've won world championships in California, IBJJF World Championships. I've been to Abu Dhabi competing at the highest level. This guy has nothing on me. This guy has been doing his wrestling thing. It's cool. But, you know, when it comes to real combat, real striking, this is the real deal. So, Hannibal, you want to strike with the Black Dragon? I'm bigger, longer reach, more flexible, more experienced. February 2nd, meet you in Hawkesbury. Best man wins. I'm the best man. I'm going to knock you out, bro.
Coming in here. Here's a throwback to Hannibal's first ever kickboxing exhibition match back in June 2018. He clobbered the competition, just demolished the competition. But the referee, I guess, you know, he's probably never seen such aggression, such ruthless rage, such conviction in there. Hannibal, the death dealer, just running right through his opponent here. Devon Hannibal Nicholson in the red headgear and Max Lemire in the black headgear. Nicholson attacks with the front kick and a jab cross. Lemire goes for his own jab cross combination here. Strong kick by Nicholson here as he double jabs away. Clearly, Nicholson managing the distance with those kicks and those double jabs. Again, jabbing away here as Max Lemire attempts to land a left-right combination. He's overwhelmed by the strong, stiff jab by Nicholson, who follows up with a jab cross of his own. Lemire in the corner there. He looks to be overwhelmed by the strong punches and kicks landed by Devon Hannibal Nicholson. Let's see if we can continue. You're watching Great North Wrestling on the Hannibal TV. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube and all various social media platforms. Devon Hannibal Nicholson versus Max Lemire. Max Lemire, a former strongman competitor, a karateka, pro wrestler as well, known as the strongest pro wrestler in Canada, taking massive hits by Hannibal. Devon Nicholson overwhelms Max Lemire yet again. with a barrage of punches. It's that strong lead jab in combination with the front kick. Nicholson manages the distance effectively, double jabbing and overwhelming his opponent here. Great effort by Max Lemire. Congratulations to Devon.
Hannibal versus the Black Dragon. You just saw some clips of my first two fights. First one, I dropped my opponent 3 times in the first round. The referee stopped the fight. The second one, I got the knockout victory. And this was definitely my toughest challenge yet. Fighting a more experienced fighter, bigger than me, 6'6", weighed in at 305 pounds, to my 6'4", 262 pounds. Starting off with brawling here, the Black Dragon, Eric Chibuluzo, is a former college football player. As I take him down, if this had been MMA, it would have been over right there. He also competed in the Abu Dhabi Grappling Championships. He's a former world champion in grappling that he won a tournament in California to get that title. I believe he's doing another world championship tournament in another month or two here. He's been training and striking for many years. I trained in kickboxing for a year. I've always been a street fighter. I have a long amateur wrestling history. I've also won the Canadian Open in grappling back in 2008, Province of Ontario Grappling Championships, Heavyweight and Absolute Division in 2010, and here I am in my third kickboxing match, fighting away here. One of the issues I had 2 issues in this fight. One was the headgear kept coming down over my eyes. We needed headgear in this fight because it was not a pro fight. I was not paid to have this fight. As you see me putting the headgear back above my eyes, it kept falling down over my eyes in this fight. My coaches did not put the headgear on properly. This was a frustrating thing throughout the fight. You have a monster coming at you and you can't see the punches. I don't think I'll ever fight in a match where I need to wear headgear again. And the other issue I had here is I didn't have any training partners going into this fight that were over 220 pounds. It's hard to find big guys to fight. So pushing around a guy that weighs over 300 pounds takes a lot of energy, and that was something I was not used to going into this. This fight was also in a 16 by 16 foot ring. Usually for kickboxing, you're in a 22 by 22 or 24 by 24 foot ring. Big guys like us, it's hard to really move around in a ring that's only 16 by 16. So this was definitely not a technical display. This was a brawl. For those of you that have not fought with headgear on, as you see me adjusting it again, the main purpose of headgear is to prevent cutting. It does not cushion the blows that much. You still very much feel the blows when you're hit, and obviously there's no protection in the face when you're punched in the face. So this has been a brawl. I've been throwing more strikes for sure, as you see me pushing the headgear up over my eyes again. In kickboxing, you're supposed to throw a minimum 8 kicks per round. I was definitely throwing a lot more kicks than the Black Dragon was. Almost went to my amateur wrestling roots there and did a throw, but I probably would have been deducted points had I done that. As you see the referee now seeing that I can't see out of that damn headgear, once again adjusting it. I'm going after my opponent. Lots of action here this far, but I'm taking some punishment. I did not go out of this match without taking some punishment. Here I am working away on the Black Dragon's liver. Once I realized it was going to be hard to dance around this guy in a 16 by 16 foot ring, and especially when you can't see, as you see the referee adjusting my headgear again, I really felt one of my best plans of attack would be to stay close and work on those liver shots as much as possible. And that was an effective technique. End of the round here. This is a 3-round fight. And Black Dragon looking tired for sure. This was a really important fight for me because I was representing professional wrestling against a martial artist. Guys like CM Punk, who have fought for like $500,000 in the UFC. From what I understood, that's what he made for his first fight. Then getting his ass kicked doesn't really say much for pro wrestling, so as they put the mouth guard in me, one of the reasons I was doing this fight was to show that pro wrestlers are actually, some of us are actually tough. As we see a bit of a slugfest going on here. Again, you see me working away on those liver shots. And they definitely take their toll after a while, those liver shots. I love working the body. I'm mainly a street fighter, definitely. Over my life, I was a bouncer from 2001 off and on. As you see me do a takedown. Again, if this was MMA, it would have been over right there, but in kickboxing, they stand us back up. Probably been in over 100, possibly even 200, I would say, attacks. So I have a lot of street fighting experience. Probably had at least 1,000 amateur wrestling matches in my life. But one of the reasons I trained in kickboxing for a year was to improve my striking. As you see, he's got my arms tied up here. I'm still throwing a lot more kicks than him. You have to throw, as I said, at least 8 kicks around. In kickboxing, you have deducted points. And you can see me throwing lots of kicks. Here's a mistake that I made letting him out of the corner. In retrospect, that was really stupid. But again, that's experience. Lots of strikes thrown in this. I'm trying to stay on him, wear him down. Referee Tag Atkinson in control of the action here. Professor Tag Atkinson, a martial arts icon in the Ottawa, Canada area. As we see me eat a huge punch there, but I can take a punch. Keep fighting back, it doesn't faze me. I'm landing more blows, throwing more kicks. And I believe that's the end of the third round. I just needed another couple seconds to finish him there. As you can see, he's not even able to stand up, leaning against the ropes. If there had been a 4th round to this, if this had been a 5-round fight, I have no doubt I would have knocked him out in the 4th round. The crowd definitely on my side here. Let's get the official decision from the referee. On my 3rd kickboxing fight, I was victorious.
Hey guys, Lady Yasmine here. It's 2019, Great North Wrestling. I am in Hawkesbury to defend my GNW Women's Championship of Canada. Now, my first match is against Jessika Black. Jessika is someone who I love. I look up to her, I respect her. She is amazing. We've trained together for years. I am looking forward to this match, but Jess, there's no way you're coming out on top. I'll see you there.
Some of you have asked why I said it's personal with Yasmine. It's not because of her stupid purple hair. It's not because of her championship belt. Just watch the match.
Here we go, the Women's Championship of Canada match. Lady Yasmine has held this title for about a year and a half now. She has been doing wonderful. She actually caught the WWE's eye. She was used as extra talent for the Raw and SmackDowns in Montreal earlier this year, and she's going to be on the upcoming WWE Canadian tryouts with Maximum Testosterone, who is the Great North Wrestling Canadian champion. Of course, we have a long history in Great North Wrestling of future WWE stars in this company. AJ Styles has wrestled numerous times for this company. Jinder Mahal was a regular in the early days. Samoa Joe has made an appearance. And Lady Yasmine could be the next one, but she has a task ahead of her first. Jessika Black, former Quebec Femme Fatale champion here, very seasoned. This could be possibly Yasmine's toughest opponent yet. She took a few years off to recover from some injuries she had after years of competing. So we'll see how she fares in this match against Yasmine, who I believe is about 22 years old, and she's been wrestling since a very young age. All she ever wanted to do was wrestle. It's the only sport she watches. Lots of technical stuff to start in a trip by Jessika Black, who should be staying on Yasmine at this point, but she's showboating to the crowd. Of course, both of these wrestlers are going to be on the Great North Wrestling event in Petawawa August the 10th, and the GNW event in Ottawa October the 20th. More information on both of those events is available now at thehannibaltv.com, as we see a blatant choke here by Jessika Black, followed up by a chop to the chest of Lady Yasmine, who is just smiling at that and then chops Black back with a chop of her own. These two seem to have some distaste for each other. Yasmine is looking lean here, leaner than I've ever seen her. She's been training hard. More chops. Yasmine is just brushing those chops off. There's no question Yasmine is tough. She's thrown into the ropes. She holds on to the ropes. Clotheslines Jessika Black down now, followed by a back elbow right to the throat of Black. Yasmine hits the ropes now, grabs her by the hair, face plants Black to the mat. Jamie Hissman, the referee, does nothing to prevent that, though, which is strange, as Yasmine appears to almost be losing her top. This is a family show. Our shoot interviews are definitely on the controversial side from time to time, but our shows are family friendly, as we see a big booty splash there to the corner, followed up by a cartwheel, and she's calling for another one. Second one to the corner, but Black has Yasmine's hair, the best hair in all of female wrestling, in my opinion. I will give Yasmine that, but it's not helping her tonight. She's got Yasmine by the hair. She might actually get disqualified, but no, she uses that hair to deliver a headbutt to Yasmine. Now she's setting Yasmine up for something. Yasmine's on her soccer kick right to the ribs of Lady Yasmine. That'll suck the wind right out of you. Jessika Black is a mean customer here, as we see a clothesline taking Lady Yasmine down. Black should be staying on her if she wants to take that Women's Championship of Canada. Tons of matches on both of these superstars on this The Hannibal TV YouTube channel. Lady Yasmine actually had her very first match in Great North Wrestling back, I believe it was in 2016, against Vanessa Craven, who went on to wrestle in the Mae Young Classic. She's appeared in Great North Wrestling a lot over the years. Yasmine's goal is to make the WWE. She's not interested in the other companies right now. She's focused. She takes a swat at Jessika Black, but Black gets out of the way. But I believe she got her with that kick. But Black, no, she wraps the arm and just yanks on it, taking Lady Yasmine to the ground. Some kicks right to that lower back now by Black. Jamie Hissman checking on Yasmine. Black is setting her up for something. So we see a big smile on the kid in the front row with the Hannibal the Death Dealer shirt on. He's definitely probably as bloodthirsty as I am if he's wearing one of my shirts, which are available if you go on, if you just look down on any of these videos. There's an advertisement on how to buy my shirts. So just look just before the comments. It's the Hannibal TV Teesprings site. They are reasonably priced. They're also on Pro Wrestling Tees, but Teesprings is the better shirt site in my opinion, as we see a version of a Russian leg sweep to Yasmine, but she kicks out. You are not going to beat Yasmine that easily. We see the long flowing locks of Yasmine. She gets thrown into the corner now by Jessika Black, who's going to work on Yasmine. Referee's making the count. As she breaks, Yasmine just nails Black, but Black's going back to work right on that midsection / rib area of Yasmine. Yasmine reverses now, laying the boots to Black. It'll follow it up with some knees. And now some shoulder tackles right to those sternum / ribs of Jessika Black, who has Yasmine in a front face lock right now. Look at the legs on Yasmine. I wonder how much she could squat. That would be interesting. I'm going to guess at least 2 plates. Very muscular legs on her. Now, Jamie Hisman, the referee here, is not doing much to avoid this grabbing of the hair that we've seen over and over again in this match, as we see a booty bash onto Yasmine there. Black is picking Yasmine up now again by the hair, and this referee is doing nothing about it. If you're hearing this, if you're watching this, referee Jamie Hisman, I'm sure the president is going to be keeping an eye on this. You're not doing your job if you're allowing this hair pulling without making the proper count, or disqualifying the opponent if they do it over and over again. Black goes to grab Yasmine now. Yasmine shoulder tackles Black to the midsection. Looks like a DDT. And Black got some elevation there on that DDT. Turns Yasmine over. This could be it. We might have a pin right here. No, Yasmine just barely kicks out. I thought we may have had a new champion there. Black is getting frustrated now because Yasmine just will not give up. Again, well, now she's brushing the hair. I was going to say it looked like she was grabbing the hair again, but no, she is following the rules. Taking some forearm smashes to the chest of Yasmine now, who appears to be in a lot of pain. She's just barely holding on in this match. Some type of face plant type drop. You don't see that much in male wrestling. Could this be a Cobra clutch? No. No, but this is just as painful. She has her foot in the back of Yasmine, and she is yanking on the shoulders, which puts tremendous pressure on the top of those bicep tendons where they connect to the shoulder. Black making the sign now. She wants that title. We now have a submission sleeper style. It's not a submission, actually. She's actually trying to put Lady Yasmine to sleep. Now she has her hooks in. This really could be over now. Rear naked choke almost. It's a legal hold. But Black might get pinned there. No. Luckily, Yasmine was able to escape that. Usually if you get those hooks in, it's over. Forearms now to Black, followed up by some kicks. Going off the ropes with a crossbody. 1, 2, kick out by Black. Lady Yasmine doesn't quite get it here. Yasmine now, she should be going for the pin, but she's doing a leg drop. She wants to really make sure that Black is finished off. 3 leg drops in a row. She doesn't have the head hook. She should have hooked the head there. I believe that could have been the 3 count. If she had just hooked the head, she only had the leg hooked. Both of these women are getting tired now. This has been a pretty physical match. Black gets thrown into the corner. Yasmine with a forearm right to the jaw. Now she's choking Black with that boot. You can tell Lady Yasmine is getting frustrated with Black's tactics if she's resorting to choking with the boot, which again the referee should have been counting. Yasmine in the corner now, but Black picking her up again with the hair pulling. The referee's finally getting in there, but this is a little much with the hair pulling in my opinion. Black setting Yasmine up for something here. Cross body type slide into the corner of Yasmine, and Yasmine looks like she's knocked out cold. This might be it for Lady Yasmine's reign. No. These fans are heavily behind Yasmine. I think it's actually helping her, motivating her to stay in this match. Black is getting frustrated, but here's Yasmine with some slaps back. Whips Jessika Black down, and this is her finishing maneuver. It's a vice type maneuver she does with those legs that I just said are very powerful. This could be it for Jessika Black. Not many wrestlers have been able to escape this hold. Lady Yasmine's legs and the strength and the pressure that puts on the arteries in the neck is a lot, but Black manages to escape. I don't know if she raked if Jessika Black raked Yasmine's eyes or what, but Yasmine is holding her eyes right now. I don't think the referee saw it. I didn't see it, as we see a spear again to Lady Yasmine, but Lady Yasmine grabs the rope. Black should have pulled Yasmine in the center of the ring if she wanted that pinfall to work. Both of these women are getting tired now. What's Black doing? It looks like she's trying to get the turnbuckle off the corner. This is not legal. It's pure solid steel under those turnbuckle pads. Now the referee trying to put it back on. It looks like Jessika Black is now going to the other corner. The referee asking, "What are you doing?" And now she's going to the other corner. I don't know what she's doing, but she should be staying on Lady Yasmine. If you want to win this match, you got to stay on her. Kick to the rear end now of Lady Yasmine, which is just more of an insult than anything. Going for another spear, but she spears the ref. Yasmine moved out of the way, and Jessika Black spears the referee. Lady Yasmine starting to get up now. Yasmine firing up on Black. Now they're trading blows. Yasmine seems to actually be losing at this point. Hits Black with a flurry, but Black is now hitting Yasmine back. This is becoming a brawl. Boot to the midsection. Jeremy Prophet is out here now. Jeremy Prophet is Jessika Black's boyfriend, for those that don't know, and Yasmine just kicked Prophet down. It seemed like he was trying to wake up the official. Now Yasmine with a neck breaker on Jessika Black. Yasmine calling for the official to come in the ring, but the official was slow. It's only a 2 count. Now I think Jeremy Prophet just pulled the second official out of the ring. That's going to be a disqualification right there. You can't put your hands on a Great North Wrestling official. Clothesline now to Jessika Black. The first official is not up. You still see Jeremy Prophet out there. Jeremy Prophet is going to have to go to the back. He does not have a manager's license as far as I know. As we see Lady Yasmine being whipped into the corner. Now a modified splash to the corner of Yasmine. Black again playing with that turnbuckle. Yasmine now being perched on the third rope by Black. Are we going to see some type of suplex off the top rope here? Black's trying to wake up the ref. Jeremy Prophet just threw down Yasmine right in front of the second official. That's got to be a disqualification right there. Black now going for some type of power bomb. The first official is making the count right now. Has made the 3 count, but Jeremy Prophet cheated right in front of the second official. The Great North Wrestling president is going to have to make a ruling on this. You are looking in the red singlet right now. Steve McDaniel, 31 years old, with this makeshift ring he's set up in his backyard. He's been a backyard wrestler for years, but over the past few years he's been training in professional wrestling. He made his Great North Wrestling debut last year as a last-minute substitution against Lady Yasmine when Jordine Grace did not show up for her scheduled match against Yasmine. So he filled in, and he took quite a beating from Yasmine. And tonight he's going up against a veteran, Harley Davidson, who is from Kingston, Ontario. Kingston's pride and joy, the probably most known wrestler from Kingston, Ontario. As we see him outsmarting McDaniel at this point. Lock up now. Davidson go behind, slaps him again. And McDaniel is taking a walk outside the ring. McDaniel is going to be in for one hell of a competitive match when he faces Rene Dupree, two-time WWE Tag Team Champion, August the 10th at the Petawawa Civic Center. McDaniels versus Dupree. I really hope he has been training a lot since this match was recorded, because Dupree has been wrestling all over Europe. And he is a well-oiled machine, a ring veteran. He's been wrestling since he was a young teenager. And as much as Harley Davidson is a veteran, Rene Dupree has wrestled for WWE, Japan, all over the world. And he is a monster of a man. Davidson is in control of this match so far. Daniels has been hiding basically, as he takes a clothesline to the back of the head, to the delight of the crowd here. Face smashed right into the ring apron now. He's getting a lesson of what it's like to be an actual professional wrestler. This is not a ring with posts tied to trees in your mother's backyard. This is a Great North Wrestling ring. As we see McDaniels holding his back. Rene Dupree told me in a Skype interview that I did with him that he's very excited to lay an ass whooping on McDaniels. So that should be, I'm actually looking forward to seeing that match in Petawawa. Both men circling each other now. The referees getting in the way a bit here. Lock up. Headlock by Davidson. And tickets for that event in Petawawa that's going to feature me, Hannibal, against Ted Hart. And a lot more great action. Wes Briscoe, Canadian champion, Maximum Testosterone, Lady Yasmine, and much more are on sale at ticketweb.ca or the Petawawa Civic Center. They will also be available at the door the night of the event, with a portion of alcohol proceeds going to the Petawawa Food Bank. Harley Davidson doing a lot of slapping in this match. He's toying with McDaniel here. McDaniel rakes the eyes of Davidson, finally mounting some offense, as illegal as that is. He's saying, no, that was an elbow, that wasn't an eye rake. Now he's putting on a neck crank now to Harley. Delivers an elbow to the top of the head. Going for a pinfall. The referee's slow on the count here, but Davidson grabs the rope. Now he's going outside the ring. A lot of, McDaniel saying that Davidson is a chicken now. Doing a little bit of a chicken dance there. Davidson is stalling, the referee is counting. Davidson might actually get counted out here if he doesn't get in the ring soon. He's getting the whole crowd to count now. This is definitely the slowest paced match I've seen on the card here so far. But Harley's going to go at his own pace. He's semi-retired now. Just steps into the ring. On occasion, boot to the midsection, headbutt now to McDaniel, and McDaniel is down. Davidson in the corner, not really trying too hard for the pin. Picking him up off the ground here is Harley. Another headbutt. Now he is wearing a bandana. I don't know if the referee actually checked to see if there was anything under the bandana though. I don't believe the referee did. There could be some type of foreign object under the bandana. It's very unusual for a wrestler to actually do a whole match wearing a bandana. Here's a stunner, reminiscent of Stone Cold Steve Austin. And there is the 3 count. Your winner, Harley Davidson. McDaniels has some training to do before Dupree.
Tonight, I'm making my one-on-one GNW debut in front of my own crowd here in Hawkesbury, in my school, against a tough opponent, and Xavier Black. Xavier, you may be big, you may be strong, but you'll see that in front of my fans here in Hawkesbury, that I can defeat you. Yes, I can, and I will do tonight. So see you out there, man.
Size does matter. 240 pounds, him 140 pounds. Come out and see why size does matter.
The Hannibal TV returns to Le Sommett High School in Hawkesbury, Ontario, September 21st, 2019. I'm going to be there. Call 613-307-1634 for more ticket information. Tickets only $15 in advance. And both of these wrestlers are going to be there. Mathis Myre, who is from Hawkesbury, he actually goes to Le Sommett High School here. And he's fighting Excalibur. And this is going to be an interesting match. 2 Jacques Rougeau students. Many of you know that I was also trained by Jacques Rougeau for about a year. I was mainly trained by the Hart family, but I did spend a year training with the Mountie, Jacques Rougeau. Another Great North Wrestling star that was trained by Jacques was Jeremy Prophet. And of course, Kevin Owens, although he has nothing good to say about Jacques because he's an asshole, was also trained by Jacques Rougeau. As we see a headlock here on Mathis on the Excalibur, who said in his pre-match promo he's 240 pounds, exactly 100 pounds heavier than Mathis. Mathis is a young high flyer. He's also going to be on the Great North Wrestling event in Ottawa, October 20th. More information on that event is at thehannibaltv.com. As we see a Hurricane Rana to the outside now by Mathis, who does a rolling dive to the floor on Excalibur. This is my first time watching either of these two wrestle. Mathis needs to learn how to punch a little bit harder. But he's young. He has a bright future. Good chop. Another solid chop. Smashes Excalibur's face there into the ring apron. Excalibur just trips Mathis, who goes face first, eats the canvas. The crowd heavily behind Mathis here in this match, of course. He goes to this school. This was partly a fundraiser for the school's prom committee, partly for the Hawkesbury Hospital. So Mathis had a big role to play in the organization of this event, as he does in the September 21st event at the same school. I don't know who I'm wrestling yet on that event. Time will tell. Jessika Black is also going to be on that event, representing Great North Wrestling. We see some slaps to the face here on Mathis. Looks like it could be a Samoan drop. Mathis trying to grab the rope. No, he's doing some squats. Mathis going for a pin. Excalibur may have stalled too much. No. Now he grabs Mathis, picks him back up. Maybe he'll be faster. Yes, faster with the Samoan drop this time. Going for a pinfall attempt. Excalibur appears to be losing his pants here. Not too sure how long he's been wrestling for. He's definitely a big kid and doesn't appear to be that old. Taking the shirt of Mathis up over his head now and laying in a good chop. Mathis's face tells the story there of how much it hurts. Second chop there to Mathis. Excalibur administering some punishment to Mathis. He's not going to be embarrassed by the smaller competitor. Back body drop there now on Mathis. Excalibur hits the ropes, elbow drops right to the jaw. That was almost a 3 count. It could have been over right there as we see Excalibur's pants slowly making their way down. He's finally going to pull them up a bit here. Choking Mathis right now on the ropes. He only has a 5 count. If he does this multiple times, the referee could disqualify him. My advice to you, Excalibur, get some pants that fit you before you enter in a match. You don't need to be worrying about pulling up your pants if you do that. Big sidewalk slam here, reminiscent of the Big Boss Man, but Mathis is able to kick out. The fan support he has here, I think, is helping him out. Body slam now by Excalibur, who now has a headlock on Mathis. I think he should have gone for a pin there. You gotta keep trying to go for the pins in these type of matches. The crowd now really getting behind Mathis. He's working his way out of that headlock, but no! Excalibur grabs him by the hair, pulls him down. Looks like Excalibur's hand might be injured. Looking at the one hand there, it seems to be wrapped up tight. I don't know how much that's going to affect him in this match. Don't forget, Great North Wrestling, August the 9th. There's a The Hannibal TV live taping with Teddy Hart, Wes Briscoe, and Rene Dupree at the Petawawa Civic Center. The following night, August the 10th, back at the Petawawa Civic Center, a Great North Wrestling event. More information at greatnorthwrestling.ca. October 20th, Ottawa. September 21st, we will be represented in Hawkesbury. Lots of matches coming up. Lots of new content coming to The Hannibal TV. As we see some shoulders to the midsection of Mathis. You might see a superplex here. Yes, Excalibur is going for a superplex. I don't know if that's a punch or what. It doesn't look like he can break an egg with those punches. He said in his pre-match promo he could hit harder than Mathis. No surprise here that Mathis escaped that with those weak punches by Excalibur. I guess he's getting tired at this point in the match. Cardio is very, very important as a wrestler. Impressive high flying here by Mathis. We hope to see more of that when he wrestles at the Mifo Center in Ottawa, October 20th. His opponent on that event is unknown at this point, but I will be wrestling Haku, and Davey Boy Smith Jr. will be wrestling whoever the Hannibal TV heavyweight champion is at that time, the heavyweight TV champion. It's either going to be Jeremy Prophet or Nathan Banner. As Excalibur is in some trouble here. Mathis is firing up. He's hot. Drop kick now on Excalibur. Another drop kick. Doesn't quite get the height he needs. Third drop kick to the sternum of Excalibur. You can see the chop marks on Mathis's chest. It's all red. I don't really know why he's wearing a shirt in this match. He's very lean. A shirt can actually get you heated up faster. Your opponent can grab it and pull you down. I never really saw the purpose of wearing shirts in professional wrestling matches, unless you're Kevin Owens, for example, and you have a big belly and you want to hide it. But Mathis definitely doesn't have that issue. He's shredded. So we see him firing up here. on Excalibur. He needs to be going for pinfalls, but there's a monkey flip. Now get on him and pin him. That is my advice. You gotta go for the pin in these matches. You see Excalibur's pants halfway down his buttocks at this point. Almost a 3 count. The real question isn't who's going to win this match, are Excalibur's pants going to come completely off before the end of this match? I don't know about that, but the shirt of Mathis comes off. He's getting serious here. Samoan drop of his own. No, that was a mistake. Excalibur is too heavy. I do not like that plumber's butt shot. I like how there's an older gentleman in the front row that has Mathis's shirt and he's waving it around. He's about a 45-year-old man. That's pretty funny. Power bomb attempt here. He's got him up. Oh, Mathis is going over. Rolls up Excalibur. This could be it. 1, 2. No, Excalibur barely kicks out. He does pretty much lose his pants there. That's a big disadvantage in this match. 1, 2. No, not quite. Not quite. Mathis going after him, but no. Clothesline there. That was a solid clothesline. Lots of power behind it. He needs to roll on top of Mathis now and make that pin. Doesn't hook the leg though. And Mathis is able to break out. Some elbows to the face possibly here. It's hard to see from this camera angle. Pulling the pants up again, that's a waste of time. Wear a singlet, wear some type of pants that will stay up. Oh my God, he just threw Mathis to the outside on that gymnasium floor. Great North Wrestling has the toughest wrestlers in all of professional wrestling. We do not use mats on the outside of our rings. Our wrestlers do not need them. But Mathis is probably wishing we had them right now because he fell straight to that hard wooden gymnasium floor from a ring that's at least 3 feet up in the air, and then he was hoisted probably an additional 6.5 feet up in the air, so he fell from about 9.5 feet onto that floor, but he manages to get back in the ring before the 10 count. As we see the frustration on Excalibur's face, I think he would have taken the count-out victory at that point. As we see some forearms to Mathis, but Mathis is putting on a choke, but he doesn't have it locked in. He only has one arm. You need to get the other arm locked around it to get a true choke here. Mathis is actually almost pinned at this point. He's got to be careful of his shoulders. Excalibur, the stronger of the two, picks him up, smashes Mathis down. Going for a pinfall attempt here. 2. No! Mathis kicks out. Mathis has a lot of heart. I will give him that. I think there's a bright future for this kid. Literally a teenager. I think he's only about 16 or 17 years old. This is his second match in Great North Wrestling. He participated in a Canadian Championship Battle Royal last year. The Max Testosterone run. Roll up here. 2, 3. Mathis wins. Pulls off the victory in front of his school. You can't ask for more than that. He will be back here at Le Sommett September the 21st. I'll be there. Jessika Black. See you in September, Hawkesbury. But now it's time for our main event for the Hannibal TV World Heavyweight Television Championship between the prodigy Nathan Banner, 6'6", nearly 350 pounds, with the Afro-style hair, taking on Jeremy Prophet, 2-time and longest reigning Canadian champion in Great North Wrestling history. He has victories over wrestlers like Scott Steiner and Lanny Poffo. He's had WWE matches, but he wants the world television title, and he's going after Nathan Banner, but Nathan Banner is taking him to the corner here. The referee trying to get him. This is going hard right from the start here. Fisticuffs. These guys both want to win the match. They're both scheduled to wrestle Saturday night, August the 10th at the Great North Wrestling event in the Ottawa Valley at the Petawawa Civic Center. Tickets for that one are on sale at the venue or ticketweb.ca, starting at just $15 in advance. It's going to be a great night of action. I myself, Hannibal, I'm going to be taking on Teddy Hart from Major League Wrestling, the eldest Hart grandchild. As we see a forearm to the face of Nathan Banner. Lady Yasmine will be in action against Jessika, the women's champion. Oh, actually, I'm confused here. Jessika Black is not the women's champion of Canada. They had a match, but the referee reversed the decision. So Lady Yasmine is actually the current women's champion of Canada again, but Jessika Black still has possession of a belt as we see a chop fest going on. I'm supposed to be interviewing Lady Yasmine in the coming weeks. She recently had WWE extra jobs in the Montreal Bell Center at the WWE TV tapings as Prophet avoids punishment from Banner, kicks him right in the face. But Banner drop kicks him to that gymnasium floor. This was a fundraising show for Le Sommett High School, raising funds for the Hawkesbury, Ontario Hospital, which is why this was actually our first ever gymnasium show. We're usually in arenas. Petawawa Civic Center, August 10th is back at the arena as we see Jeremy Prophet. Looks like he's going for a dive. And Banner hit the floor. But yes, I will be talking to Lady Yasmine next week regarding the injury she says she received at her WWE extra job when she was having, I guess she had 2 matches, and this injury occurred in one of her matches. She will still be at the Petawawa Civic Center, but she's going to explain to us this injury that occurred. Of course, Lady Yasmine is in her very early 20s, as we see a huge kick to the back there of Nathan Banner. So Yasmine still has a long career ahead of her. Great North Wrestling has had a history of having future WWE performers in it. AJ Styles wrestled for us numerous times before he was signed. Samoa Joe has wrestled for Great North Wrestling. Jinder Mahal wrestled numerous times for Great North Wrestling. So there's been a lot. AEW's Dark Order have had matches for us. As we see Jeremy Prophet just screaming in the face of Nathan Banner. He needs to focus on pinning Nathan Banner if he wants that television title that Nathan Banner won from Wes Briscoe, former Impact Wrestling star. Wes Briscoe, who also is going to be in Petawawa August the 10th, taking on Maximum Testosterone, the current Canadian champion. Jeremy Prophet is signaling that this match could be over right now. He appears to be going for a vertical suplex, but Banner is too heavy. Jeremy Prophet's about 230 pounds, but Banner is just way too heavy. Variation of a neck breaker there onto his thigh. But this is a sloppy pin. You're not going to pin Nathan Banner with a nonchalant pin like that. There is a reason he holds the television championship. Both of these men are not really fan favorites here in Hawkesbury, as Jeremy Prophet picks Nathan Banner up. Don't forget, if you ever want to know more about Jeremy Prophet's career, I did do a career interview with him a few years ago. As we see Prophet being back body dropped there. Search it up on the Hannibal TV, Jeremy Prophet. Full shoot interview. Banner charges Prophet, but Prophet gets out of the way. Banner eats the turnbuckle face first. Of course, you can follow Great North Wrestling on Twitter at the Hannibal TV, Instagram also at the Hannibal TV. We even have an Instagram TV channel which contains some content that we do not post on Facebook, as Prophet is laying a beating on Nathan Banner here, just being relentless. Now he's trying to telegraph something here, but you got to stay on, Banner. You have to stay on your man when he's down like that, a big guy. Looks like this might be a super kick. Yes, super kick to the jaw of Banner. Now he's hooking the leg. This could be it. 2, no, he's holding the rope. Banner is holding the rope. It was only a 2 count. Jeremy Prophet has to be frustrated here. He came very close to getting the 3 count. Banner is certainly in trouble. Jeremy Prophet now applying a headlock to the prodigy, Nathan Banner. Jeremy Prophet also beat Carlito, Caribbean Cool, which was one of the big victories of his career. As Banner escapes the headlock, now a version of an atomic drop to Jeremy Prophet. Both men are tired at this point in the match. Prophet has good cardio, but he's taking a beating. Could have been a 3 count, but Prophet has heart. You may not like Jeremy Prophet, but he certainly has heart. But here are some huge clotheslines by the 350-pound former Pro Wrestling 01 Japan competitor. Big kick to the face. Man, can this guy move for his size. 1, 2, 3. No! Jeremy Prophet manages to kick out on 2. Referee Jamie Hisman only gets the 2 count. Banner is now sending Prophet into the rope. Hurricane Rana by Prophet. And now Prophet is going for the pin. But Nathan Banner reverses it. Lots of pinfall attempts here in this match. These men want a pinfall victory. That's the only way a title can change hands, pinfall or submission, which we might be seeing a Boston Crab here. Chris Jericho trying to get Banner over, but he's just too big. Banner going for a small package. 1, 2, no. Jeremy Prophet kicks out again. Banner getting up, spinning back kick to the midsection of Banner. Super kick to the face attempt, but Banner catches the boot, spins Prophet around, tried to super kick Prophet, but he hits the referee by mistake. Now the referee's out, and he super kicks Jeremy, who is also known as Black Dynamite. The second official coming out now. This is the same official that was involved in the Lady Yasmine debacle. And I have a bad sneaking suspicion that the president of Great North Wrestling... What the hell? We just saw a super kick to the second official. Well, now without question, the president of Great North Wrestling, who was not here on this night due to a snowstorm, is going to have to make a ruling on this. The first super kick to the first official, I believe it was a mistake, but the second one was intentional. That should be a disqualification right there. Possible fine for sure. You cannot put your hands on an official here in Great North Wrestling. Normally we'd have more officials, but there was a snowstorm on this particular night. The fans still came out to support this charity event, though, as we see a version of a powerbomb type maneuver there to Nathan Banner, and now Prophet is going to an area where he is very comfortable, the top rope, as the crowd looks on. Knees Banner right in the face. There was no air between the knees and Banner's face. I believe he is unconscious right now. Prophet putting on a crippler crossface, but Banner's out of it, as are the referees. Jamie Hissman is moving now. He's calling for the bell. I'm not sure if the bell is for a submission or a disqualification. We'll have to wait to get the official word from the ring announcer, I believe. Let's hear what the ring announcer has to say. Hissman is not raising Prophet's hand. He's talking to the ring announcer. He's saying that Banner intentionally super kicked the second official, and I believe he's disqualified, but let's get the official word from the ring announcer. Jeremy Prophet wins by disqualification. Of course, the title cannot change hands on disqualification. The title stays with Banner. I believe the president's going to have to make a ruling on this decision. But for now, Banner is still the champion. Both of these men will be in Petawawa.
Great North Wrestling fans, this is a presidential announcement regarding the Great North Wrestling title situations. Upon reviewing the tape from the last Great North Wrestling event, I have made the following decisions regarding, first, the television title situation. The decision that the referee made to disqualify the match between Nathan Banner and Jeremy Prophet will stand. A rematch will be taking place at Petawawa, Ontario on Saturday, August 10th between Jeremy Prophet and Nathan Banner. Now, regarding Nathan Banner, he did make contact with a Great North Wrestling official. For that, he will be fined the sum of $500. This is a second offense for Nathan Banner, and I have to warn him through this message, if he does it again, he will be suspended indefinitely. And also, if he happens to hold any titles at that time, he will be stripped of said titles. The winner of this match will face the number one contender, Davey Boy Smith Jr., at the following Great North Wrestling event in Ottawa, Ontario in fall of 2019. Concerning the Great North Wrestling Women's Championship of Canada. Lady Yasmine, due to injury sustained at her WWE tryout in Montreal recently, is currently unable to wrestle for the near future. Great North Wrestling Women's Championship of Canada is now vacant. There will be a title match in Petawawa on August 10th between Jessika Black and another top women's contender. Lady Yasmine will be the guest referee, as we find that she would be best served to maintain order. We'll see you in Petawawa on August 10th. Thank you from Great North Wrestling.
Great North Wrestling returns to the Ottawa Valley Saturday, August 10th at 7 p.m. at the Petawawa Civic Center, with a portion of the proceeds from the alcohol sales going to benefit the Petawawa Food Bank. The main event will be a special triple threat match featuring two-time WWE Tag Team Champion and three-time New Japan Pro Wrestling World Tag Team Champion, the British Bulldog Davey Boy Smith Jr. versus eldest Hart grandchild, the high-flying star of Major League Wrestling, Teddy Hart, versus three-time Canadian Champion Hannibal the Death Dealer. The vacant Women's Championship of Canada will be decided when former Femme Fatale Champion Jessika Black takes on newcomer Melanie Havoc, with former champion Lady Yasmine as the special guest referee. In other title matches, former TNA Impact Wrestling star and son of WWE Hall of Famer Gerald Briscoe, Wes Briscoe, will challenge Canadian champion Maximum Testosterone for the gold, and the Hannibal TV heavyweight television champion, the prodigy Nathan Banner, will defend the championship against two-time Canadian champion Jeremy Prophet. with Davey Boy Smith Jr. as special guest referee. Also on the card, two-time WWE Tag Team Champion René Dupree of La Resistance will square off against Steve McDaniel. The Bruiser faces Harley Davidson in a tables match, and there will be a special 3-round kickboxing exhibition fight and much, much more. Tickets are on sale now at the Petawawa Civic Center reception office or at ticketweb.ca, starting at just $15 in advance. Prices go up $5 at the door, and don't you dare miss the Hannibal TV live taping with Teddy Hart, René Dupree, Hannibal, and Wes Briscoe the night before Friday, August 9th at the Petawawa Civic Center Banquet Hall. More information on both events is at thehannibaltv.com.